to let your life be magic every day. Life is special when it's love-filled. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your heart, you'll feel the way to let your life be magic every day. Life's a treasure, such a pleasure. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your mind, you'll know the way to let your life be magic every day. Life is splendor, sweet surrender. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your life, you'll find the way to let your life be magic. To let your life be magic. To let your life be magic every day.
For those of you who didn't know, that was the calling of the Spirit. Thank you. So the Spirit is here. We've already got that. All right, I'm Reverend Brenda Peters. Welcome all of you to Unity of Omaha. If this is your first time, if you feel so inclined, please raise your hand so we can just acknowledge that you're here. Yay! Thank you. Welcome, welcome. We're a different type of group. We're fun and not really fancy, so there you go. Good. Okay, so November is National Native American Heritage Month, so we do hold all Native Americans and their culture very special to our hearts, and so make sure to keep that at the top of your mind for this whole month. All right, and thank you to veterans on Friday. It was Veterans Day. So everybody who is a veteran, if you would, please stand up so we could honor you. Yes, thank you for your service. All right, drumming circle. We will be having the drumming circle after service in the history room. Standing Buffalo is going to do that. And so it is at noon, and there is a $5 love offering if you're so inclined. So make sure you check that out. And next, we have Unity membership renewal. So for those of you who are members, it's time to renew. And we have forms right in the back. Sherry, can you wave your hand? Right there, there are forms right there. Pick them up. If you are a member, this is for you to pick that up and sign it, fill it out, and then you can, today, just leave it in the cafe behind the, what's it called? Where the coffee, not where the coffee is, where the people stand, the cafe people. Or the ticket counter. Leave it somewhere and I'll find it tomorrow morning, okay? But we also will be doing a link online. I will be sending those out this week, so you'll be able to also renew online with an email. And this is so that you can attend, this is so you can vote at the annual meeting that we will be having, and having new board elections too in February. So make sure you do that. We are still looking for a spiritual social action program lead. You do have to be a member to be one of these, but it's to help us with free little pantry, blessing bags, pride. There is so much more that goes underneath social spiritual action. So we need somebody to kind of head that up. Sorry, it was coming out. Okay, join our recycling team. We do need help with the recycling. We're all back again, so we have lots of things to recycle. I did put out an email, so there's a link there. If you are interested, Randy, are you here? He's not here. But if you see Randy, if he comes in late, go ahead and check in with Randy and say, hey, I'd like to be on the team. We really only need 4 people, but if we have more, that'll be great, because each of you could just take a Sunday or a week, however you want. So consider that. And the food pantry. Of course, we need donations for the food pantry. We've got a brand new food pantry out there. It's beautiful. It's painted now. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. But we need food to be able to put in that pantry. So if you donate a can of food, there's a basket out in the lobby. Just put it in the basket, and the food pantry girls, ladies, women, will go ahead and take that, and we'll be able to stock our pantry. Friendsgiving potluck. That's going to be happening next week. So again, we did send out through the email blast and an email a link for you to sign up to bring something, and it is next weekend. So this month is just clicking. Here we are. So make sure that you sign up for that, and then actually come and bring it. We'll all get together and have our own little Friendsgiving Unity Thanksgiving. Yes, that's right. We love to eat, right? Yeah, we love to eat. Okay, so Tuesday, we've got a lot going on. November 29th is Giving Tuesday. And for us, what that means, I'm going to be putting out an email during that time and the e-blast where you can click, or you can just donate on our website. But it's our one chance to really get a lot of energy of that demonstration of prosperity. So we want to get that energy ramped up, and somebody has already ramped up the energy because they emailed me and they let me know that they're willing to match up to $10,000 anything we bring in. Yes. So let's ramp up that energy, y'all. Okay, so that way we can do more things. We can do outreach programs. We can kick this whole, so nobody has to say, what's Unity of Omaha? Let's do this, okay? All right, so it's coming up, the 29th. You give on November 29th. Yeah, that's Giving Tuesday. It's a national thing. I will be sending out an email saying, I'll probably overload, so I'm just going to apologize right now. But pushing out an email, so have the link where you can give, and that'll be great. Janet has, yeah? Okay. I heard just a piece of that. So after service, everybody see Janet and ask her what she said. Because I heard just a little bit. I heard behind the ticket booth and that. So, but maybe at the end of service, you can come up here and explain it to everybody too, okay? All right. Okay, so annual holiday bazaar is December 4th, 11th, and the 18th. And it will be in the Flex area out there in the cafe. It will be from 9 to 10:30, and then from 10:30 to 1? 11:30. After service and before service. So if you're interested in becoming a vendor, see Vicki right there. And if you're interested in getting gifts for other people or yourselves, make sure you come and shop. It's a perfect way to support local people, but also to get your Christmas shopping done or holiday shopping. All right. Woo, that was a lot. So let's go ahead and center ourselves in a time of prayer. So if you would, please go ahead and lower your gaze or close your eyes and get centered into that knowing. As we gear up for these busy holidays, trying to remember what we need to bring, what we need to do, how we need to feel, as we gear up for all of this, let us make sure that we remember our time of prayer and meditation. Let us make sure that we slow down so that we can really be in the now, so we can really be present with our friends, with our family, with our loved ones, so we can really be. And as we know that this is achievable by just our thoughts, we practice this each and every day to touch that stillness inside of us, so that we may be able to touch those around us with the love, the faith, the hope, the harmony that we feel, and to be with them. And as we slow down and as we're in that moment of being and knowing, let's also remember the I am, the divinity inside of us. That energy, that presence that lets us know you are worthy, you are loved, you are here, and you are one with everyone and everything. You are one. We are grateful for the time with friends and loved ones and family, and grateful for the knowing and the understanding that we have that we are one. And so it is. Amen.
So we're going to ask everyone to stand and sing with us our spirit song. And even if you know the verses and you want to sing along, please do.
The streets were dark, the night was cold, and yet I walked alone. I saw the lights of a cozy place with lanterns all aglow. Somebody cried, "Don't wait outside. Come say hello, don't be a stranger."
When I was young, and from the jukebox I heard the sounds I needed to recall. I sang along with every song, I knew them all.
Come share the wine. No one is a stranger here. They're your friends and mine. Everyone's your brother. We're a long way from home, and we need each other. Have no fear. You're welcome here. Come share the wine. It's so nice and warm in here. each other, have no fear. You'll like it here.
It's not so easy to feel at home when home's so far away. When all the longing, all the watching is for yesterday. You've made me find some peace of mind. I'd like to stay.
The world seems colder when you're a stranger from a foreign land. You need to feel that someone cares and that they understand. Many a tear would disappear if we joined hands.
Come share the wine. No one is a stranger here. They're your friends and mine. Everyone's your brother. We're a long way from home, and we need each other. Have no fear. You're welcome here. Come share the wine. It's so nice and warm in here. We're happy and kind. We can understand that you're a long way from home, but we have each other. Have no fear. You'll like it here.
The reading this morning, it's from a recent text by Pope Francis. You can have flaws, be anxious, and even be angry, but do not forget that your life is the greatest enterprise in the world. Only you can stop it from failing. You are appreciated, admired, and loved by so many. Remember that being happy is not having a sky without storm, a road without accidents, a job without effort, a relationship without disappointments. To be happy is to stop feeling like a victim and become the author of your own fate. It's walking through deserts, but being able to find an oasis deep in the soul. It's thanking God every morning for the miracle of life. It's kissing your children, cuddling your parents, and having poetic moments with your friends, even when they hurt us. Being happy is letting the creature that lives in each of us live freely, joyfully, and simply. It's having the maturity to be able to say, I've made mistakes. It's having the courage to say, I'm sorry. It's having the sense to say, I need you. It's having the ability to say, I love you. May your life become a garden of opportunities for happiness, that in spring you may be a lover of joy, and in winter a lover of wisdom. And when you make a mistake, start over, because only then will you be in love with life. You'll discover that being happy isn't having a perfect life. Use tears to irrigate tolerance. Use your defeats to train your patience. Use your mistakes with the serenity of the sculptor. Use pain to tune into pleasure. Use obstacles to open the windows of intelligence. Never give up. Above all, never give up on the people that love you. Never give up on being happy, because life is an incredible spectacle.
Okay, Ken, that was beautiful. I didn't want to cry before I had to sing. God of creation, there at the start, before the beginning of time. With no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and fleshed out the wonder of light. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born. In the vapor of your breath, the planets form. If the stars were made to worship, so will I can see your heart in everything you made. Every burning star, a signal fire of praise. If creation sings your praises, so will I. So will I. God of your promise, you don't speak in vain, no syllable empty or void. For once you have spoken, all nature and science follow the sound of your voice. And as you speak, 100 billion creatures catch your breath, evolving in pursuit of what you said. If it all reveals your nature, so will I can see your heart in everything you say. Every pain is sky, a canvas of your grace. If creation still obeys you, so will I. 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 If the stars were made to worship, so will I. If the mountains bow in reverence, so will I. If the oceans roar your greatness, so will I. For if everything exists to lift you high, so will I. If the wind goes where you send it, so will I. If the rocks cry out in silence, so will I. If the sum of all our praises still falls shy, then we'll sing again 100 billion times. God of salvation, you chased down my heart through all of my failure and pride.
On a hill you created, the light of the world, abandoned in darkness to die. And as you speak, 100 billion failures disappear. Where you gave your life so I could find it here. If you left the grave behind you, so will I can see your heart in everything you've done. Every part designed a work of art called love. If you gladly chose surrender, so will I can see your heart 8 billion different ways. Every precious one, a child you live to save. If you gave your life to love them, so will I. Like you would again, 100 billion times. But what measure could amount to your desire? You're the one who never leaves the world behind. You're the one who never leaves the one behind.
Demora, we honor you and your vulnerability and your authenticity. Okay, now time for a joke. Why can't you take a turkey to church? Because they use foul language. It's going to be all holidays, I'm telling you. We're just going to do this, okay? So let's just sink into it. All right. Well, today, you know, Spirit really does work in amazing ways. And sometimes it's like, really? Are you really going to do this to me? And it did. So today I'm going to talk. My title of my talk was, Ho, Ho, Oh, No. And it's navigating the holidays, dealing with a challenging situation and people. Because that's what happens sometimes during the holidays for some of us, right? It's not always, yay, right? It's like, oh, why? Challenging people and situations. I'm going to talk about awareness, and then I'm going to talk about responding versus reacting. So awareness, well, first, it came to me, why are we talking about this at all? Because it seems like we're very much working on our human side with this today, right? Which is important. But let's not forget that the spiritual side, this is how we help the two come together. Because the spiritual side knows who you are. And that's somebody who is okay with difficult people, okay with difficult situations or challenging situations. That's who you are, the truth. It's all one. So how can we get to that place where, okay, yeah, this is what we have to do, is work on this human part of us. So awareness with challenging situations and people. First, you have to be aware of your triggers, right? What gets at you? What pokes the bear? Right? And so I did this talk. This was a talk that I did. You guys, I had this done like Wednesday, which hardly ever happens. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. I must be more open. I like to think I'm open and, oh, look at this, and I'm receiving. And little did I know that there'd be challenging situations and people in my future. Hey, yay! And some of them are family, yay! So, yeah, I'm like, oh, this is why you had this done. I get it now. Okay, great. So, triggers. So, yeah, I was triggered, absolutely. And that's one of the awarenesses that we need to have, being triggered. And then, what's a story that you're telling yourself about this situation or this person? What are you telling yourself? Because a lot of times we all know that the story we tell ourselves is not really what's happening in reality. We see it through different eyes. We see it at a different perspective, right? I can tell you a story that I heard from someone, and he saw this young lady with a backpack. She looked kind of disheveled, and he saw her walking in this parking lot. And he was like, oh, she probably is cold, lonely, has no place to go, And she was just walking, and there was a car right there, and he just continued to watch her. And she ends up getting out her keys and opening up the car door, because that was her car. And he's like, oh, she wasn't really homeless. She, has this car. But in his mind, he made up this big story that she had no place to go. So how many times do we do that with people and situations, right? We get that going, and then we're fired up. And all it takes is one trigger, to send us on our way. So the stories that we tell ourselves are important to be aware of. The other thing, I want to make sure I get this, is to observe your body during those triggers. Because sometimes your body's going to react before you're triggered. And that could be because you've had a situation with this person before, or you've been in this situation before. So if you can get on top of it and, be aware of your body, this is a practice. So progress, not perfection. Just keep practicing it. But when you feel, and the best way to do it is, okay, I'm triggered. So wait, let me check in. How am I feeling? Is my tight chest? Am I, hot? Are my fists clenched? Am I fidgeting? Is my neck tight or my shoulder? Am I going like this? Be aware of your body. So that way, when you get in front of that person or that situation, when you sit down to that Thanksgiving table, you can breathe, and relax. Relax your body. Say there's nothing going on here but a turkey or whatever, a tofu turkey, nothing. Just, we're okay. We're okay. That's the other part, being in the now. Being able to say to yourself every single time when you feel triggered, okay, there's nothing happening to me right now. So we could all practice that right now. Right now, you're sitting in your chair, listening to me, and maybe a baby that's cute and cuddly and warm. That's it. That's all that's happening. Nothing else is going on. But how many of you right now had something else going on in their head, right? Like, I can't wait until she gets done talking. Oh my God, let me out of here, right? This is tough. I don't want this. You know? What is she talking about? Or you're in the past, you know? Oh my gosh, did I leave the garage door open? Oh my gosh, did I leave that window open? Did I leave that candle? Did I burn out that candle? I didn't know. I don't know if I burned out that candle. You know, we have this, right? So being in the now, being able to stop and go, nothing's happening right now except for I am listening. There's another practice if you wash dishes. I know most of them put them in the dishwasher, but either way, you could say, I'm putting the dishes in the dishwasher. I'm putting the dishes in the dishwasher. That's a way to get your mind back to what it's doing. I'm washing a dish, I'm washing a dish, I'm washing a dish. So if you practice that kind of stuff, that being present in the now, being aware of your body, being aware of your triggers, then some of these people or situations have no power over you. Hey, that's a denial. Look how I slipped that in. People and places, situations have no power over me. Right? So challenging people and situations are learning opportunities. Challenging people or situations are learning opportunities. And boy, have I learned. No. Well, I have, but. So the next part is response versus reacting. So when we get triggered, it's really easy to just boom, right into reaction. And I did that this week. That was fun. And then later I get to make amends. Like, I'm sorry. I reacted. And why am I reacting? See, this is the part of it. We need to go back to ourselves. Why? Not what they're doing. It's not about them. It's about us. Why am I reacting? So when you sit down to Thanksgiving dinner or lunch, and somebody says Unity of Omaha is a bunch of weirdos, you can not going to react. Reverend Brenda said not to react, but what do I say to this person that just ticked me off? Say, bless you. Thank you for your opinion. I love you. We're all one. Did you know that? You can slip that in and then see if they, you just called me a weirdo. No, I didn't. But responding versus reacting. For those of you who take yoga, another great practice is when you're in those moments to breathe into the moment. They tell you to breathe into the pose. Breathe into the moment. Okay. Yes. Because that gives you that pause. That gives you the opportunity to hit that pause button and say, is this really worth my time and energy to react like this? A lot of people like to say, would I rather be right or would I rather be happy? I don't know about you, but I'd rather be happy. And then there are days like this week where I'd rather be right. But then I get to be right. And that comes with a lot of other things. So I'd rather be happy. Rather be happy. Response versus reaction. One other thing, and I have to look at my notes because Spirit really came hard and fast during meditation this morning, and I'm like, wait, I can't take it all down. Oh, yeah. You can do nothing. It's okay for you to do nothing. When you get triggered or when you something happens, it's okay to just, I don't know what to do right now, so I'm going to pray and meditate on it. I'm going to do nothing. It's really okay. I know it always feels like we should react. We should respond to something. Even if you're responding, we should respond. But I can tell you, if you try to, if you do this practice, I did this for a long time. If somebody says something to you that you don't like, just look at them. For a long time. Just look at them. Don't say anything, just look at them. And you might think, oh, you have pretty eyes, or oh, your hair is nice, or whatever. Don't say it, though. Just think it. And just don't say nothing. Just look at them. I guarantee you, they start talking. And half of the time, well, I didn't really mean that. I just, and you'll see them kind of walk back. It's fun. It really is fun. You just watch them. And that's a great, though, opportunity to be in the moment, to stay in the present, to be in the now, and to just watch. Be an observer. Be an observer. I'm just going to watch you. And sometimes they'll go, don't you have anything to say? No. And then, they think you're weird, and they go away. And it works. Ta-da! Little tips and tricks. The other thing, and the most important thing that I always like to say, is pray. Let's gear ourselves up before we go to that dinner, or before we go to, who knows, a movie with somebody, whatever you're doing. For your holiday, let's pray. And we at Unity like to do affirmative prayer, so, I'm going to end this talk with one so you can use it. But affirmative prayer, let's get our vibrations raised so that when we go into these situations, it might not even happen, right? Because we're in it. We're happy. We're in that vibration. We know that we're one. We know that we're all love. So let's be in that. If you're in that, it's less likely that things are going to be coming at you. And I've seen that too. There was a time my friend and I were in line at a fast food restaurant, and I was, I was in spirit. I was just, woo, I was happy, and I was joyful and everything. And I don't know, I ordered or whatever and said something. I don't even know what I said. And my friend, when we walked away, she's like, that guy was making fun of you. Really? Oh, well, I didn't even know. Because I was in my own vibration. So it works. That works too. Whatever you can do to navigate through these holidays. And know that challenging people and situations are learning opportunities. It gives us a chance to look at ourselves, to look at what's going on, to see where we are vibrationally, energetically. It gives us a chance to check in. So these people and situations are really the greatest teachers we have. They're really the greatest teachers we have because they let us know, oh, you need to work on that. Okay, thank you. I will work. I have work. I know what my work is to do now. So take a look. When they come around, bless them, love them. And then let them go. No, I'm just kidding. Bless them and love them. But know that this is an opportunity for you. And the more you're able to look at that as an opportunity for, learning new ways, the better off you are. I am going to end with this prayer. It is from Reverend Juan Del Herrero. And the affirmation that he starts off with is, with courage and strength, I know I can do it because I have done it before. So the prayer is, taking a deep breath, I open myself to fully recognize the divine presence that I am. Every fiber of my being is aware that within me is all I need. For I am always one with God. Divine strength is in me and as me. I trust it and anchor myself in this truth. No fear, anxiety, or circumstance can keep me from my highest good. I walk in faith and courage, knowing divine strength is my comfort and guide. I have a few of these booklets in the back, so feel free to take one if you like. They have really good prayers, affirmations, and different ways to center yourself. Here we are again, another week down, right? We're getting closer. So I know that you all are ready for your learning opportunities today, and so it is. And now let us go into a time of meditation. If you would, please get centered in your chairs, get comfortable, and lower your gaze or close your eyes, and just get into that energy of connection. Knowing that we are always connected to the divinity inside us, around us, in us, through us, as us. Knowing this, it helps us through the times when we feel disconnected. It helps us through those moments when we feel alone. It helps us through those moments when we just want to walk away. But we know that we have the courage and the strength and the knowledge to do what is best in our highest good. We are a part of that universe, that oneness, God. And that gives us comfort and strength every single moment of every single day. And now, as we go into the moment of silence, we listen with our hearts. We listen to the energy that is rolling around in our bodies, feeling that energy, being that energy. And we'll listen to hear what we need to hear today. And as the beautiful music plays, we will continue to be guided in this silence. And coming out of this silence slowly, taking a deep breath in and out, and wiggling our toes and our fingers, and feeling our bodies come back into this place, into this moment in time. We are remembered that we can always return. We can always pray and meditate at any moment. We can always connect no matter what we're doing. We can always connect with that divinity inside of us. And so coming back and opening our eyes, we are grateful for this knowledge and grateful for this time together to be reminded of love. And so it is. Amen. Now is the time that we demonstrate our prosperity. And if you are online, please go to unityofomaha.org and scroll down and click on that donate button, or you can text to give through 402-543-5339, and you can always give through the mail. And for those of you in the sanctuary, when you come up and drop off your love offering, please pick up an affirmation and know that this is your message for today and maybe even for the week. And would everybody join me in the prosperity affirmation? I live in joyful expectation, knowing God is my source.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. Hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air like I don't care, hey, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along, you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Yeah, give me all you got, don't hold it back. Yeah, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. Yeah, no offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Happy. Bring me down, can't nothing. Happy. Bring me down, my level's too high. Bring me down, you can't nothing. Happy. Bring me down, I said I'm talking about it. Happy, happy, down, happy, can't nothing. Happy, happy, down, my level's too high. Bring me down, can't nothing. Happy, bring me down, I said because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you now. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you now. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Okay, and now join me, please, in sending energy and love and blessing into the tithes and offerings and talent and time that we have here at Unity of Omaha, knowing that this energy of giving and receiving and giving is coming and going out into the community, out into the universe, sending our message of love, peace, and harmony. And so it is. Amen. I did talk with Janet, so I do know what the announcement is. Ta-da! Anyway, in the flex space, there's a red table. She has cards for Joyce Kenny and then also Ken Holtz. So you can sign the card. She also has information about where they're at. So if you want to visit them, you can. You'll have their address. So just after service, go ahead and you can go in there and sign a card. All right. So let's join me for the prayer for protection, because I say the yellows. We say the white. Yeehaw! That's right. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. And wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Namaste. Good. Go learn and be one.